Hello, my honeys. How are y'all tonight? I'm good. I came on here to give you guys messages of love from these oracle cards. And then I made some of my own cards. I've been painting them and putting all these cute little stickers. I love doing it, so fun. And I'm going to clarify with my own messages. And we're going to see what comes out. So basically, just think of somebody that you love or somebody that you want to love you or anything to do with love. And that will be who these messages are from. Okay? So let's see what comes out. Forgiveness. Oh my goodness. Okay. So forgive yourself or another, and this is going to help you to move forward. So if your love life is feeling stagnant or it's feeling like it's not going anywhere or you're not having the results that you want, if you're married or you're in a relationship and things feel not hot and heavy and passionate romantic like you want, you need to forgive. Okay? Because holding grudges keeps you stuck. When you forgive, you keep the flow of things going. Now, forgiveness doesn't mean that you tolerate abuse or you tolerate people overstepping boundaries, but you can always forgive, okay? And it's going to help you go into a more loving state of mind, which is going to attract more love into your relationships with other people, okay? Mastery. You've learned the spiritual lesson. So that's probably why the forgiveness card came out, because whatever way you felt wronged, or if you felt like you did something that requires forgiveness, all that happened for a reason. And it happened for the reason because you are meant to learn a spiritual lesson from it. And so once you learn your spiritual lesson, it's important to forgive and let go and then move on. So you don't want to hold on to things that keep you stuck. You are mastering a lot of things in your life. You're mastering your energy. You're grounding yourself. You're learning how to get out of cycles that are keeping you stuck. Okay? So obsession. Someone in this connection is gripped by obsessive thoughts. And that could be why maybe you're struggling with some forgiveness, or the other person is struggling with forgiveness, because if there's somebody in a connection who's having obsessive thoughts, it can keep you stuck because they're pulling that energy when they're being so obsessive about it. Or if you're obsessing about something that someone did to you or didn't do to you or whatever, or didn't give you, that keeps you stuck because it's hard to forgive when you're feeling obsessive. And so your spirit team wants you to master this lesson. It says you've learned the lesson. So either you're right on the verge of learning the lesson and letting all this go and moving on and ascending spiritually, or you need to do it, okay? Aw, and soulmate. Your soulmate loves and accepts and respects you unconditionally. So whatever connection you're in, you need to ask yourself, does this person accept and love me and respect me unconditionally? Because you can love someone, but if you love someone but you don't respect that person, love is not just enough to be like, oh, I'm in love. I mean, that could just be passion. It could just be sexual attraction. But do you respect that person? Does that person respect you? Do they value you? Do they value your opinions? Do they listen to you? Do they care? Or are they like, I don't know and I don't care? They need to know and they need to care. Because all of that is what isn't part of respecting another person. And if your partner is telling you that you're too this or you're too that, you're not attractive, you need to dress this way, you need to say this, you need to lose weight, or whatever it is they're telling you, if they're doing that to you, that isn't true love. True love will love you at any weight. They'll love you if you're pregnant. They'll love you if you're not pregnant. They'll love you after you have a baby and your body changes, because love is eternal and it's inside. So many people in our modern world have gotten away, and we've gotten away from the concept that beauty is on the inside. Focus on the good things and the good qualities in the people that you love. Okay? Instead of trying to change people, respect them. And if someone is truly your soulmate, and if you really have a spiritual connection, that's what you will have in that connection. Okay? All right, I'm going to get one more. And then I'm going to clarify with my cards. Oh my gosh, I got so many cards. Too many. Hope you guys are doing good. It's Monday, fun day here. Balance. One person is giving too much in the relationship, okay? Listen, take it from me, as somebody who has gone through probably, like, I would say 3 really volatile relationships and volatile breakups, where I gave entirely too much in those relationships before I finally gave in, because I'm very stubborn and hard-headed, and I will keep trying. But there comes a point where if it's unequal give and take, you have to let that go, because all it does is drain you, and it's not fair to you. And I talk about this a lot on this channel, and this has been coming up a lot about these imbalanced relationships. I'm telling y'all, in 2023, any relationship that is imbalanced, and also in the age of Aquarius, it's going to stop. Aquarius are very much about equality and give and take. So if you are not having equal give and take in your relationship, and it doesn't matter if it's with your mom, your dad, your grandpa, your coworkers, your boss, you need to set boundaries. You need to speak your truth. You need to be honest. You need to stop these situations. If it means you have to move on and cut that off, you need to do that, because love yourself enough to not be in a relationship that's draining and sucking the life out of you and not giving back. Okay? Balance. Bring everything into balance. And if it's your true soulmate, it will be balanced. Okay? It won't be obsession. Obsessive energy is devil energy. This is not of God. Okay? Master yourself. Master your energy. Only give as much as you're receiving back. And forgive. Because sometimes when we hold on to unforgiveness, it will keep us. It will block our soulmate. It'll keep us in that obsessive energy, like I said. And it will put us out of balance. Come into balance. How can we become into balance better? Yoga helps, because yoga is all about balancing. And sometimes if you do things like that physically, it helps to bring your mind in. Breathing, yoga, balanced diet, balance your time, balance your, like your schedule. Make sure your schedule is not off balance and lopsided, and that you're just doing too much of one thing. Okay? Make sure you balance, that you're not over drinking or overdoing anything. Remember, overdoing is fear in disguise. So anything that you're overdoing means that there's fear beneath it. And that should trigger you. Any imbalance should trigger you to heal that thing. Look deep inside and ask yourself, why am I overeating? Am I eating because I'm hungry, or am I eating this to fill a void? Why am I overspending? Am I overspending to impress people, to be something that I'm not? Is it am I connecting my self-esteem to certain things I'm wearing, certain things I'm showcasing to other people? Because if you're doing it, that's an imbalance. And you want to heal that. You want to figure out, why am I doing this imbalanced thing? Why am I in an obsession and out of balance energy? How can I master that? But to do that, it requires mindfulness, meditation. Sometimes you have to do, like I said, physical things to get your mind to follow along, okay? All right, so we'll look at my new cards. I'm so excited. I love to make my own cards, and I have some fun doing it here. Some of them don't even have messages on them, so I guess those will just be like blank messages if they come out. They're really hard to shuffle though, it's the paint. Okay, they'll get better. All right, your life doesn't need to be perfect to be delightful. So get out of this obsessive thought that everything has to be perfect, or you have to be perfect, you have to be the perfect weight, or the perfect mother, or you have to be the perfect dad, or you have to make the perfect amount of money. And don't put that kind of pressure on yourself. You know, the Native Americans would make blankets and they would sew things, they made designs, but they would actually sew or make an imperfection in everything they made. And they did that because they felt like that made it unique and beautiful. And the flaws actually gave it a different beauty and a different unique quality. So remember, there's not always beauty and perfection. Sometimes the flaws are actually what are beautiful. And our society does not celebrate that. They celebrate perfection. But in the spiritual world and in God's world, he knows we're all flawed humans, right? That's why he gives us forgiveness and why it's a journey, and he allows us to learn from our mistakes instead of letting our mistakes overtake us and make us feel like we're just a flawed, miserable person because we did one thing or one thing isn't perfect. Let go of perfection tendencies. They don't serve you. They don't serve you, okay? Trust me, I know, because I've been a perfectionist many times in my life, and I've had to let those things go. Okay, use your finesse to remain courteous in chaotic situations. So if you're feeling like situations in your life are chaotic, be the calm in the storm. Use your finesse. Use your grace. Stay calm, even when it's hard, okay? That's part of being balanced. Balance your temperament, and that will help you. All right, I'm gonna get a couple more messages. These cards are not shuffling very well. But I don't care, I'm gonna keep them. I'm gonna get used to it. I'll make them work. Because they don't have to be perfect, right? They can just be fun. This one's blank, so that's just like fill in the blank. What do you want your message to yourself to be? Think of one. Okay, that's your message. I'm kidding. I need some of these like get stuck in there because I haven't written messages. I have to like channel them slowly. All right, be grateful to those who tell you no. They help you to be independent and to do it for yourself. So sometimes when people tell you no and people won't help you and people aren't there for you, it actually makes you more independent, and it makes you strong, and it makes you turn into the person that you were meant to be, okay? So be grateful for those people because they're helping you master these spiritual lessons. And so when people have told you no, they've actually been helping you. And you might be getting angry and hating these people and not forgiving them, when in reality, you should love them and be thankful because they're making you turn into the person you were meant to be. Okay? So those are your messages. I love you guys. Stay healthy, stay strong, be positive. Keep going, even when you feel like giving up, because we're all in this together. We're all getting through life. And the happier we are and the more we grow, the more we give back to humanity and help planet Earth, okay? So let's do this together. I love you guys. Goodbye.